What's up, everybody, and welcome to the shit show. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Costanzo, Brian Rooney,
As always, here as well.
and Matthew Lemary.
I'm making it almost every time now.
I mean, he might not have video, but we've got Matt, and that's what counts.
It's alright. Listeners don't have video either.
That's fine.
True, as we seem to forget time and time again.
Right, but based off the way that the show normally goes, fuck those guys, right? I mean,
I usually say fuck our listeners on numerous occasions. I'm very mean to people who support us, so thank you and fuck you.
I can't tell if you're joking or if you're just dicks.
We're dicks. We're
Yeah.
absolutely dicks.
Totally.
Episode 9.
Yeah.
9 weeks. 9 weeks strong.
We got to do something special next week for 10.
Are we going to do it every 10 episodes or just the first time and then it's like 10,
Nah.
then 25, and then only on the 50s?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I think I think we gotta celebrate 10 because I didn't think we'd make it past 2. So
This is true. I didn't realize we were going past 1. Matt, you'll appreciate this. Last week, I think it was, Brian was like, why do I always get stuck editing the fucking audio? And I was like, because this whole goddamn thing was your idea.
yeah, in the beginning, like the first maybe 3 or maybe 4 episodes, the way I did the editing was I sat there and I just physically listened to the entire episode, and I would edit out like when we have long pauses and stuff like that. Now I'll just mark down a timestamp if we have a noticeable hiccup or fuck up, if you will, and just edit that out, if you will. And just edit that out. I don't even listen back to it until when I'm driving somewhere. Then I'll be like, I probably should have edited that out.
Yeah, there's I think it was the last episode. I just happened to listen to it, and there's a point where there's just a pause, and then the three of us just start laughing, and I think it was just poor editing on your part.
No, it was no editing. It was definitely
Okay.
we did something retarded on the video feed and started just laughing.
Right. Well, also the call dropped 3 times last week, and if you didn't edit that, I guess that could have been it too.
Yeah, I think I edited that all right, but who cares? We should do. I know you're a Podcast Beyond fan, and obviously, I like that. I think I was the one that told you to listen.
Yeah.
What they've been doing lately is just having long pauses to just fuck with people. I feel like we do that, but not on purpose. They're on purpose. They know what the hell they're doing. We're just oh.
Those guys are great. They're so funny.
They really are. I listen to that pretty religiously Tuesday on my commute home from work. It's just entertaining, and that was part of the reason why I wanted to do this, because I always listened to that podcast. I wanted to have something of our own that, obviously not of that caliber because they're awesome, but
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
So, what's new, Matthew?
Well, this weekend my brother's getting married. I guess it's pretty exciting news in my world. So we're getting ready for those festivities this weekend. Took off from work tomorrow, which is always exciting. Gotta do a little gambling this weekend down in Atlantic City. So actually the problem I'm having now is I'm just so bad at grown up things. I'm just my mom's been working me through this. She's like, all right, first there's an engagement gift. I'm like, what? And then she's like, then there's a wedding shower gift, and I'm like, what? And then she's like, then there's a wedding gift. I'm like, there's another gift. And I'm like, all right, well, how much do I spend? What do I give? And then she's like, all right, for a wedding gift, you got to give cash. And I'm like, all right, I'm into that. But I have no idea how to get. But then in my head, I'm worrying about, I'm like, oh man, how much money am I going to give him? But then separately in my head, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to gamble a lot of money. So I have this moral dilemma. Do I need to make sure that his gift is greater than or equal to my gambling budget? What are your thoughts there?
I think what you do, you put a disclaimer right up front. You're going to AC. You're like, hey,
Ed, I'm gonna stop you for a second, and I'm not gonna edit this out, just because I don't want to and make a point. Just repeat all that, because you got all robot-y.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I kind of figured something was going wrong when your face just went completely still.
Yeah, you know what the issue is? I have two routers in my house, and this computer keeps connecting to the wrong router, and I realize after the call starts, and now it's just too late. We've gone too far.
No. End this and get on the good router because that's why the quality has been shit lately.
Okay.
So what you should do is put a disclaimer on the gift and it'd be like,
And we're back.
I didn't even know what was going on.
Oh God! All right. So disclaimer on the gift: we're with you, and we're back.
and you tell them straight up, if the day goes good, the wedding gift's good. If it goes bad, you might not even get one.
Ooh, I like that. I don't give them an IOU. I give them a TBD. That's what I give them. Ooh, I like that.
Are you in the wedding party?
Yeah. So I mean, I feel well. I think general rule of thumb is like the very very minimum gift you want to give is for you and your guests like to cover like the meal. This is the guidance my mom gives me, and I'm like, oh yeah, let me just check the price tag on the bottom of the plate. Like, how the hell am I gonna know how much a per plate is at this fucking?
Don't worry, the person having the wedding will tell you.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. You're damn right. You are gonna know how much your plate cost at my wedding. And by the way, where's my engagement gift, bitch? Your mom's give you all this etiquette. I didn't get one.
It's in the mail.
Party.
I'm not having an engagement party.
You're only getting a wedding gift.
Yeah, then you're not getting no engagement gifts.
All right, this is how I feel about engagement parties.
Oh, yeah. Fuck engagement parties. I agree with you there.
Yeah, no, I feel like an engagement party is a way to just extort extra money and gifts from friends and family. If you have family members that want to give you something because you got engaged, they don't need a party. They don't need like a special venue to give you something. Like,
I think it's an engagement party is like parents, like very very immediate family type thing. That's like, oh, you're coming into the family. Congratulations to you both. But it doesn't need to be a huge thing. Like that's what the wedding shower is. Like that's the first huge thing from everyone coming or everyone that that maybe can't make it to the wedding, and then obviously the wedding gift itself. But I don't know. Engagement is a little crazy.
Well, that's the problem with today's shit. Everyone's having these big ass engagement parties that are like fucking weddings, and like it's dumb.
All I'm saying is, if you don't have an engagement party, you're getting a pretty sick gift for your wedding for two reasons. One, I hate engagement parties, and two, I like your style.
I will not be having an engagement party.
So you're all set. You know what though? If your parents want to give you an engagement gift, what they could do is instead of like giving you a gift, they could just get off your ass about living with Dana.
Yeah, I tried to have that conversation. That's not gonna go over too well.
You tried already?
Sort of. I'm not really too worried about that right now because we're trying to get our finances in order and get all that shit down first before we really worry about making another big investment of sorts.
And if you're still too nice to customer service, you're gonna have to quit your job.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Matt, have you heard this story?
I have not.
I don't want to go too much into it for reasons, but let's just say I was talking with a customer at work, and customer being like a doctor's office, like helping them with something, and I was told that I was a little too friendly to cut it down a little bit.
So basically, when Brian's in customer service, if he's too friendly, he gets in trouble. If he drops C-bombs, he gets in trouble.
I gotta find that happy medium. Maybe it's bitch, because obviously it's not friend or cunt, so maybe it's bitch.
Help me understand what too friendly means. Like, too friendly for me is almost like an innuendo for like sexual harassment. Is that what happened here?
No. I was friendly. And did you ever see The Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson?
I will proudly answer yes to that question.
Yeah. All right. So you know when they jump on like the phone support and Vince Vaughn is like saying like, yeah, I'm gonna get this done for you, and then tell you all the great place to eat in Miami, and he's like wasting extra time talking. That
Way to clear your browser history before your wife gets home, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Like it was like that, and I get it. It wastes time to go above and beyond.
Yeah. It wasn't so
Can we
much
do that?
Yeah, why not? Matt has no idea what we're talking about.
He should. He is Greg Miller.
He is. And anyone listening, like, you gotta find Matt's Twitter. I think he has a picture of himself there. He can pass for like Greg Miller's twin. It's really, really scary. And didn't Liz say that when she saw him at Comic-Con?
Yeah, she's like, "Who's that guy? He looks like you." And then and I'm like, "That's the guy that Brian thinks I look like him."
So we all have doppelgangers then, because you've got Greg. You look like Greg Miller. Brian looks like Coffee House Brian, who Dana took a picture of. Amazing.
The well-known Coffee House Brian.
Yes, Coffee House Brian, and Anthony looks like that guy that was on the Kevin Smith.
I'm fairly certain that that's me, because
that has to be you.
And I don't remember having those sick pork chops, but I think I might change my profile pictures to that guy.
And you know what? You'll probably get a comment, like someone say, "Oh, like when'd you grow that hair?" Or, "Oh, where were you?" No one will say this is not you.
Yeah, I know. That guy has like the same moles on his face.
I like that experiment a lot. We should all do that for our profile pictures, just to see if anyone says anything.
I'm down for that. You're gonna put Greg Miller, or you have someone else?
No, I'll do that. But the creepiest one's gonna be Brian, because he's not even looking at the camera. It's gonna look like, did a sniper give you this photo of yourself as they were trying to kill you?
Coffee House Brian. Oh wait, it was a website, right?
Yeah, it's on the website.
That's great.
Yeah, so I'm famous.
In ways.
Oh.
Who do you think? Who's more famous, you as an individual or Coffee House Brian as an individual? What do you think he does for a living? You think he's too friendly in his job?
I don't think he's dropping C-bombs at the coffee house.
See, this coffee's a C-bomb.
Here's your coffee, you cunt.
Did you ever see Zach and Miri make a porno?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I get a coffee? Black? Can't you see we talking? White?
Such an underrated line. Oh God, I had one before that it was like I was watching a movie and there was something said in a background and I was like, wow, like that's something we would quote. Now I can't fucking remember it.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. I bring up some doozies, let me tell you.
Yeah, you're really contributing.
Do you have 4 aces on your shirt?
I do.
Are you getting back into gambling?
No, this shirt's just back from when I was gambling too much.
You had a problem.
Weren't you guys betting on the weather at some point?
I'm pretty sure that's happened.
What's the most ridiculous bet you've won or lost? Not ridiculous like amount of money or like an absurd sport thing. I'm talking like things like betting on the weather.
Matt, Canada Matt, and obviously not you. This is back when we were in college. We went to a party at it was like a freaking like off-campus house for Rutgers. So, people are doing like all drinking games and stuff like that. And me and Matt were playing some guy $25 a flip in a coin flip. And like it was going like obviously like you give someone enough chances, like double nothing, like money gets pretty big and then it just kind of goes back to whoever it was anyway. You keep saying double or nothing until it's like a huge amount of money and everyone's just too drunk to know what's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Google. A funny thing about that night, so it was off campus house, but it was close to Rutgers, so it was packed with fucking Rutgers kids. And Matt and I were I said back in college, but we were done with college. We were just trying to, stay young. So we were of age to drink, and it got raided by the cops. And in the backyard, kids like trying to get over. It looked like a fucking movie, like jumping over the fence, and they actually broke the fence. Matt and I stood right by the keg drinking, and cops came like, "Do you have ID?" And we're like, "Yep." They looked at our ID. They looked at the ID. I'm like, "All right, guys, just go home."
But we're not done with the keg.
And you know how Matt is. Matt just talks to everyone. So Matt just is making conversation with this cop as he's like raiding that fucking house. it's like, so you guys get a lot of this. Like, what's this call like? Is there a code for this call? Like, and the cop is answering him.
Nice.
Like, Matt just has that personality where you'll answer him.
Yeah, like he's super friendly, but you're gonna get fired for being super friendly.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Shit happens, right? Damn, I really want to remember this fucking quote.
It's a movie quote?
Yeah, and I can't remember what.
You don't even know what movie it is.
No.
What good are you, Brian?
I'm trying to think what I've watched. I watched a couple movies on the plane. I watched. Well, I got like a screening copy of The Expendables 3, and I was pretty excited. I'm like, yeah, I really want to watch this, but I don't want to spend money for it. That sounded terrible, but you know. So
It's The Expendables. Who gives a crap?
yeah,
It's okay.
good point. So
And it's rated PG-13, which I'm still up in arms about.
you know. So I load up the movie, and it's a screening copy. It was like perfect quality. It wasn't a bootleg. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm excited. I like these movies. Gonna have some fun. And I'm like, hey, this sounds a little weird. And I'm like, that's not the language, or there's no subtitles. Like I hate when movies do that. Yep, the whole movie's in a different language.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't.
Ah,
I had other movies to watch.
I'm pretty sure there wouldn't have been anything lost if you watched the other version of it.
Probably not, but I watched a couple other movies. I watched that movie Sabotage with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they're DEA agents.
That's fairly new, right? Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. It just came to DVD recently. It was good. It was not what I was expecting, but it was entertaining. When I say not what I was expecting, like they're DEA agents, and like I thought like someone was like, I don't know, I really didn't know what to expect, I guess, but not this. And the opening like scene, pretty much they're on a job and they raid like some kind of big drug cartel, and there's like a freaking pallet of money, just like a pallet really, just all money. So they're there and they're saying, all right, we found the money, whatever. And then as they're like securing the area, there's a toilet, and they're removing the toilet to get to the drain, and then they take some of the money from this like pallet of money, tie it on a rope and dump it down the drain, then put the toilet back over, so they like hide some money. And then they blow up the rest of the money. They go back later that day to retrieve the money like from the sewer, and someone took it, like the rope was cut and all the money was gone. And they go on their investigation, and once they get like proven like innocent that they didn't steal money, someone like comes after them and is killing them. But it just wasn't really what I was expecting. Like I didn't expect them to be like crooked or like bad like that. Like I was just expecting like someone was coming after them because of what they did, not because of what they did.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was entertaining. At one point, Arnold Schwarzenegger is in Mexico in a cowboy hat, and it just doesn't get much better.
A federale.
Yeah.
You know, it's typical in these situations to kind of disclaimer, spoiler alert, but thanks for that walkthrough.
There really was no spoilers.
Yeah, that really was that.
I don't even have a rebuttal for that. I guess it's the type of movie where it's like, well, you're an idiot if you didn't see this coming.
No, I mean, I described the first like 20 minutes, and then
You gave me the plot.
yeah, like
which is more than the trailer gave me. So thank you.
and I watched another movie after that, an older movie, 88 Minutes. Did you guys ever hear of this or see this or know
That
what it
sounds
is?
familiar. Is that Nick Cage?
No, it's
That's a solid guess, always.
You caught up on that, I guess.
yeah, it was oh shit, what the hell is his name? Who was Scarface? Al Pacino.
Was that Nick
okay.
Cage?
It was Al Pacino, which, by the way, just go on IMDb, and listeners, do the same if you can. Type in 88 Minutes and look at Al Pacino. That is Robert Downey Jr. in 20 years. He looks just like him. This movie, pretty much, he gets a call. He's like a forensic psychologist. He has 88 minutes to live, and it's all shit that happens. And it's pretty good. But the best part of this movie, and I just smiled every time like he was on screen, one of the cops from... What?
Good call with that.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah. Holy
Yeah. So one of the cops in this movie was one of the cops in Blue Streak, and every time I was like, yeah.
Wait, Which one? Oh, I see. It's the guy. It's either one of the captain or the lieutenant or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy that likes Martin Lawrence.
Yes.
William Forsythe
Yep.
is his name.
Yes, that is most definitely his name, and he's in this movie, and he's a cop. Shocker.
Oh man, he's from The Rock, the Alcatraz movie. He's done some. Apparently, he's done better stuff than Blue Streak. I know that's kind of.
Watch your.
I know. He's in Boardwalk Empire.
Yes, he is. I love Boardwalk Empire.
Oh wow! Look at this guy doing things. CSI. I love when I look up someone on IMDb. Like almost everyone's been in like a long-running TV show, like a CSI or Law and Order.
Yeah, everyone's in Law and Order at some point.
Yeah.
Even Method Man was in Law and Order at one point.
But it's so annoying because when you see someone, you're like, I know this actor or actress. Where the hell are they from? You can't like look up Law and Order because like every fucking person has been in the show before.
Right, but you look at Law and Order and it's like, oh, they're in one episode. Like I probably did not see that one episode they're in. What I really know them from.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but that guy in Boardwalk Empire was such an awesome character. And I didn't know he was in that. And all of a sudden he appears. I was like, Dana, that's the guy from Blue Streak. She's like, I don't care.
Right. That's what he's from. I love that.
Yeah, he's the guy from Blue Streak.
It's just funny, like we do it, but then like with the generation after us, like there'll be some actor towards the end of his career now, and then they'll see a movie and like, oh, that's what that guy's from, and we're like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about, but in reality, we don't know what we're talking about either.
No, we know what we're talking about. That's the guy from Blue Streak. I don't understand the argument.
Would your Blue Streak come out? He was in The Rock in '96.
I feel like Blue Streak was like 98.
Is it second half of the '90s? Let me look into
99.
that. 99.
Healer.
So he's from The Rock.
He's from Blue Streak, and he just happened to be in The Rock.
Might be the most underrated comedic film of our time, Blue Streak.
Yeah, I realize like how relevant Blue Streak is to my life when
when you're out there with your black partner fighting crime. Got it.
And to be fair, this guy is from Long Shot from 1978. If we want to get technical.
Boom. That's where he's from.
I will forever say he's the guy from Blue Streak.
He's also been in more movies than Nick Cage. If you look at his filmography.
What do you just have Nick Cage's IMDb open to cross-reference the amount of movies?
What is that?
Who has that information readily available? Oh, this guy was in this amount, but that's more than Nicolas Cage.
How did you know that?
I just said it. I didn't actually know that, but I'll take it.
Oh, here. So you don't know. You could just be making
I'm looking
that
it up right now.
I feel like Nicolas Cage is in just a dumb.
Oh, no. Okay. Actually, I was right. Holy crap.
How many movies is Nicolas Cage in?
He's credited as an actor in 77 movies.
That's it?
And William Forsythe is credited as an actor in 131.
Whoa, mama.
Wow, Blue Streak really made his career, huh?
Damn!
If you would have gave me Nicolas Cage under over 100 movies, I would have easily taken the over.
Right? He probably has been. He probably was just like not credited in some of them because they were that bad.
Yeah, 40 of those are porno films and 30 are straight to DVD.
My favorite. This is probably the best uncredited thing ever. It's not Nicolas Cage, but obviously, I mean, Aunt, you texted me about it the other day. Waiting is such a awesome fucking movie.
Yeah, good movie.
And I think I might even brought this up on the show. Like I say, like Still Waiting. Like don't rule that movie out. Watch it. It's fucking good. It's not as good as Waiting, but it's good. And what the hell? Justin Long. He has an uncredited cameo in Still Waiting, and it is just like awesome. It turns out like he becomes like the big boss of shenanigans, and he just comes in and like has the most random conversation with the bartender about just I can't even describe it because I'll ruin it for you. Like everyone just needs to go watch that. It's on YouTube. Just type in Justin Long cameo Still Waiting, and you're welcome. You're welcome for two reasons. One, telling you to go there, and two, not trying to like reenact it and butcher the shit out of it. So you're welcome.
Good job.
Yes. So really only 77 movies, Nicolas Cage? I'm disappointed.
He needs to be doing more.
Yeah. This is really bothering me that I can't remember.
What's your favorite Nicolas Cage role?
Ooh.
For me,
Gone in 60 Seconds.
no, that's like
That's mine.
no, that's like too easy of a pick. Like that's one of his like
Why?
biggest movies.
That's before he was crazy, like really
but
crazy.
That's my favorite Nick Cage movie, though.
All right. I wouldn't say it's before he was really crazy because I think Con Air was before that and fucking crazy. I think my favorite Nick Cage movie. I'm a nerd. I'm gonna call it National Treasure.
Yeah, me too. I just love those movies.
Yeah, it's good.
They're fun.
Yeah, and
I also like him. I liked him as Big Daddy in Kick-Ass, especially. Well,
spoilers.
Especially when he dies.
Oh, I never saw Kick-Ass.
Come on.
If you didn't see it, honestly, no. Fuck both of you. If you didn't see it by now.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm also I'm a big Face Off fan as well.
Wait, hang on. Also, why are you getting mad, Brian? Because you don't care when anything gets spoiled.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good point. Whenever you see a movie, I'm like, when it's like, for example, I watched the movie Escape Plan, another terrible action movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. I think I might have talked about it here. I don't even remember what I talk about anymore.
Yeah, you have.
But my parents had watched that first, and I was like, oh, is it good? Do either one of them die? That was my second question after, is it good? And I had intentions of watching it. I just don't care.
Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't.
Are you going?
Yes.
Are you going to, Brian?
No.
All right, so
no, he's not.
Again, spoilers because I'm letting you know in advance. But I'm watching. I had just started watching it, right? So I'm in the first season. I'm like maybe 3 episodes in. I'm at my parents' house, and my dad is watching it, and you know how my dad is. So we're watching it. I'm like, yeah. I was like, actually, it's funny. It's like I just saw this episode. I was like, I'm up to the 3rd one. I just started watching it, and he goes, "Can you believe they kill him?"
He did that same exact thing to me. Same thing to me. And he doesn't even. I want to say he doesn't know what he's doing, but he knows.
You know, then he kind of snickers afterwards.
Yeah, he's like.
that's like when Arf was at the pizzeria. For those of you who don't know Arf, which is everyone, he was like one of the neighborhood kids that was just a complete fuck up. That like he was a good kid though, like at heart, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, but he would he would help my dad out with different things and whatnot. One day he's at the pizzeria. He's getting ready for court as usual, and he's putting a tie on, and he's screwing it up. He can't get it right. And my dad goes up to him. He's like, "What? Your father never taught you how to tie a tie?" Oh, right. He wasn't around. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Not trying to rub it in his face, just literally saying it as he processes it.
Right.
Yeah. What your dad ruined for me was Boardwalk Empire because
oh, great.
We started watching that late, and did any of you guys watch Boardwalk Empire?
I didn't start it yet, but I am going to watch it.
All right, so I'm not gonna spoil, but I'm just gonna say like I told him like, hey Tony, you've been talking about Boardwalk Empire forever. I finally started watching it. He goes, yeah, don't get attached to this guy. I'm like, wow, I like that guy. Like,
jeez.
And I don't even know what his thought process is anymore. It's gone. I don't think he has one. By the way, that was hysterical. Matt, I was at Anthony's house this weekend, and we're sitting at the table, we're all playing a game. We were playing like board games, and you just hear the TV like blasting like rap music at some point. It was like credits of a movie, and he's like fast asleep on the couch. And he was watching Street Kings when he was awake, because I went in there, I was talking to him, and I'm like, what do you watch? I'm like, and he goes, and I'm like, Forrest Whitaker, Keanu, are you watching Street Kings? He goes, it's a good movie.
Fun fact, me and him went to the theater to see that together.
Wow.
Fun fact, even I never saw that movie.
Are you drinking tea?
Yes.
What is that? I'm okay with the tea. I'm not okay with that mug. It looks like a penis.
Explain to me how this looks like a penis.
Hold the mug again, the way you were holding it. Sorry, everybody who can't see. Look at the handle.
Oh, that it does.
Yeah.
That's a dick cup.
Yep. All right. Brian just went down on the cuff.
I did not. There's no video proof of that.
What kind of tea is that?
I hold on. Coconut mango oolong tea.
I have that.
It's quite delicious, but I don't add like milk or sugar or anything. I just drink the tea straight. So I don't know like what flavor it is. It just tastes like good tea. I don't taste the coconut or the mango. But it's good. Did I lose you guys?
In so many ways.
Well, we lost Anthony, so
Officially?
yeah, we don't need him. We'll keep going.
No, we don't.
No, and I think when did we lose you? You just stopped talking.
I think we're all having internet issues, which is, a great problem to have when this whole thing's run on the internet.
Yeah, I since I switched to this router, no one's gone all robot voice or anything.
Why do you have two routers in your house?
Well, I have like a lot of things upstairs, so instead of getting like a hub or anything, I just like I'm just gonna get another router and just do it that way. It just makes things easier.
Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder when Anthony will come back. I don't care. I don't want him. We don't need him. We're fine. So when's your brother's wedding?
It's on Saturday.
Oh. Where is it?
It's in South Jersey. But
she's from another country, right?
Yeah, she's from Manchester.
Are you okay? Just sound like an avalanche.
Similar.
Similar?
Yeah, I kind of avalanched off of my seat.
Oh, God.
Well, what happens was you guys told me that me sitting next to the fan was too loud for the audio, so I'm just sweating on a leather couch, so I got stuck for a minute, and then I tried to shimmy down, and I just basically fell.
I'm sweating like a maniac because the air conditioned fan is just too loud. Like I've tried to use Skype or something with it. You can't. So I'm just sweating like a fucking pig as usual. I mean, I'm always sweating, so something different.
It's a great visual.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. Like, I'm gonna start stripping soon.
Well, I'm glad I don't have video today.
Yeah, I can make sure you have video. You don't see me? Anthony's gone. It's just me, you, and I. You should have video.
It's me, you, and I, is what you just said.
I mean, I don't claim to have good grammar.
Yeah, you got country grammar.
Yo, what an album.
What an album is right. What was your favorite song on that album?
I can't remember the freaking name of it. It was number 11.
You would remember a number rather than a song. I love it. We're finally getting out of that world where it's like, oh, I remember it was the 11th song.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google this real quick. What it is? It was the one where it started. Where it was like, yo, rap something, Mo. Oh, rap something.
That's very, very specific memory.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't have that memory. And do you remember he came with another album and he had, what was it, Country Grammar 2 as a song, and it was like the same like beat sort of, but different words.
That I do remember.
It was called it was actually called Rap Sumden, WRAPSUMDEN. I guess I have better grammar than that.
Yeah, barely, but yeah, you snuck past him.
Wow, I'm looking at this track list. I forgot how good this album was.
He was pretty legit. Do you know? And I don't know how much of this is a fact, but I heard that Nelly was like he was, whatever, discovered and produced and hyped up by MTV to be a legitimate joke.
Really?
Like a joke of a performer, and then he ended up being popular and famous, so they benefited either way.
I want to know if that's true or not, because that'd be awesome. We're
Yeah.
talking about Anthony's back. We're talking about Nelly.
Nelly?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell just happened. My internet just died. I have I've got full strength here, but no internet. So I connected to the free Optima Wi-Fi hotspot, and now my internet is like blazing fast for some reason.
Oh man, that reminds me.
Also, I'm sorry. Looking at the list of network names, I've got The Gals, Band of the Hawk. I've got Rosewood, Ryan's Guest. Oh, hang on, where is it? Valhalla.
It's definitely not better than my Wi-Fi in my apartment.
What about Little Kim's House of Flapjacks?
Actually, my router downstairs is like Rooney 2012. I think it's when I set it up. But the network I set upstairs, the network name is Blue Duck.
Nice.
I drew the duck blue because I've never seen a blue duck before, and frankly, I want to see a blue duck.
There's another one that occasionally pops up that says Poor K-Fi.
And so we were talking.
Okay. Wait, on the topic, the Wi-Fi in my apartment. If we can get a little drum roll, not really, but it is the Wu-Tang LAN.
Yes. Yep, you win. That's gold.
It's a recent upgrade. Before I was before I thought I was being clever and I thought it was cool, I was cumulonimbus, which is my favorite type of cloud. But I've recently switched to the Wu-Tang LAN.
I like that. That's pretty solid.
I'm pretty into it.
So it's pretty funny. We were just talking about wedding stuff. Dana was hanging out with a friend who's getting married. I'm not gonna disclose any of this information, but they were talking about how much ahead it is. Like, so they're gonna be talking about it, Matt. Don't worry, you'll know how much a plate is.
Yeah. Hey, save the date and also $300 ahead. Man, I need this information. Or so Anthony, when you just came on, you were what did you just say that made me think of something? Before you were talking about the wireless.
Can't help you there.
I'm pretty sure he jumped on talking about the wireless.
Damn. Yes, that's what sparked my memory. Oh,
Are you kidding me?
That was terrible. So you said you're like, I was at full signal speed, but you lost internet somehow, and you didn't know what was going on. Yeah. I stumbled upon some random video of a woman calling into a tech show saying like, my internet's not working. He's like, all right, and they're going through the steps of like, what she's doing, what she's seen, and why it's not working anymore. And she's like, yeah, there was this network, the Linksys. Are you familiar with the Linksys? He's like, I'm familiar with the Linksys. And she's like, yeah, but it's not there anymore. The Linksys just disappeared. It was there. I was using it for 2 years. The Linksys just disappeared. And he's like, okay, did you restart your router or whatever? And she's like, I click on the button on my computer to go to the wireless, and I usually click on the Linksys, and now nothing's there. And he's like, well, ma'am, are you having problems with your ISP, or are you paying your bills? And she's like, what are you talking about? And fast forward, she was stealing internet for 2 years from her neighbors, and she didn't realize you had to pay for internet. But then she's complaining to this guy, like, and I know, or both of you really, and myself in our jobs are, we're labeled as like technical people and get asked questions and things. Like this lady's like getting mad at this guy and heated, like it's his fucking fault that she has to pay for internet. Like it's crazy. Like I love when I get questions if it's like, well, why the hell did Windows make it that way? I'm like, you know what? Next time I'm at the big meeting, I'll speak up instead of being an asshole and going silent all these years.
Yeah, we're getting that right now with Windows XP being discontinued, because all our machines we sent out would have an XP computer, and that when Microsoft's discontinuing, so we're selling upgrade packages. So they're blaming us like all the time, like, well, why aren't you servicing XP? It's like, we're not Microsoft.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like, so I work, I sell SaaS software, and you just gotta. And Anthony knows develops website. You just gotta pick which browsers and which versions you're gonna support at a certain point. And it's
Yeah.
like, look, if like you come across these people who are like, this looks weird on IE6, and it's like, you really should just buy a new computer. I don't even want you to update your browser. I want you to buy a new computer. Better yet, get a new job.
The biggest problem with all that is like there's certain companies that like a lot of the times it's like a banking company or an educational institution where their systems are set up a certain way. And Brian, you probably know a little bit about this, but like they have it's actually it is the XP issue. They all have like this like ridiculous trust in XP. So the highest their IE browser can go is 8, and even that is a shitty browser. So that's why like we still have to support those old things, but because Microsoft stopped supporting XP, that's like solving the problem for us.
I kind of zoned out after you said an educational institute.
Yeah.
Who says that?
Institution?
That's what you
Well,
said.
because it can be a college, it could be a training center of some kind, or certification courses.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like school covers that all. I've never heard educational institution.
I don't think so. What about like Learning Tree or like companies like that?
Schoolworks.
Lawyered.
He's not a lawyer. It doesn't work. Okay. I'll accept it.
Yeah. Are you familiar with let me Google that for you?
No.
All right. It's pretty awesome. You just go to the site. You type like somebody asked you a stupid question at work, right?
Okay.
And then you go to the site. It's LMG. It's lmgtfy.com. You type in the search thing, and then you send it to them. You hit enter. It'll give you a link. You send them the link, and what it does is it opens up Google, and it types the thing in there for you, and then searches it.
That's
so
fantastic.
the stupid question that they're asking you. So there's that, and then there's is it down for me or everyone.com or something like that, and it checks. It tells you whether or not the site is actually down. And somebody asked a question at work today, and we have this thing called HipChat. I'm not sure if either of you are familiar with that. It's basically just a chat room for any group, like organization. You could buy like a number of like logins for it and all this stuff for support level. And someone asked like a question similar to like, oh, is this thing working? And then somebody immediately, like these people were just on it. They just dropped in a let me Google that for you with the question in there. And the other person put the is it down or not? Is it down for me or everyone thing? And it's like everybody just started attacking this one guy. And I don't know if you guys have anything like that at work, but it is so fun to just mess with your coworkers like that.
I don't really have coworkers.
So sad.
You don't have coworkers, but you're getting in trouble for being too friendly in comparison to what?
No. I mean, like I'm like that rogue cop that doesn't want a partner. I work alone.
It's like that. You ever see that Family Guy cutaway where it's like they're in a hospital and it's with Dr. House and Peter's standing next to Dr. House and someone hands House a rule book and he looks at it and he tosses it out the window and Peter goes, "How are you going to play by the rules if you don't have the?"
Yeah, I love Family Guy. I actually just recently watched from season 1 all the way through like 11, I think, whatever's up to Netflix, just like in bed at night, like through the course of like a couple of months. That's all I watched every night before bed was Family Guy. Now
Yeah.
I'm on American Dad now. I never watched it really until now. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's my feedback. It's not bad. But with Family Guy, it's even one of those shows where the early episodes aren't like that painful to watch. Like, yeah, the animation's shittier, the jokes aren't as crisp, like the characters aren't as developed, and some of the characters aren't even there yet. But it's like not as painful to watch as like the early South Park episodes, the early Simpsons episodes. Like you could just tell it's just like it was a way better show from the beginning.
Well, I think the earlier South Park episodes are still pretty good.
They're good, but you know what I mean. Like it's raw. It's raw. Like the production resources were like much lower, so the animation's shittier, and like the editing is shittier. Like the episode doesn't flow as much. There's like lulls in the.
They don't flow as much.
Yeah, they didn't get like their, I don't know, they didn't hit their stride yet in their writing.
No, I see what you're saying. I'm just being difficult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but well, I think that brings up a good question. If you had to pick one animated series to crown king of them all of all time, what would you pick?
Mine is South Park by far.
Mm.
I think mine right now is Family Guy, but that's just because I've never really watched that much South Park. The ones I have watched, I love. I love how clever it is.
I've
But
watched
I'd
like
have to see more of it.
just 'cause South Park, like what they do now with being able to crank out like what happened this week and make an entire episode in like 4 or 5 days later, just fucking making fun of it, is
Mhm.
like so impressive to me. And like
Yeah.
and Brian, you remember like before like season 10, they weren't like too much into like popular culture. It was like very much like what's going on in South Park. But like, you know what I mean? But then like they got when they decided to get really political, I think the show got like so much better.
It did. Like I liked when like they tackled like 9/11. That was hysterical. Like Cartman did the PowerPoint presentation and convinced like Butters and other people that Kyle was the mastermind behind 9/11.
Dude, whenever Cartman gives any sort of presentation or he has to do like cold calling, it's so fun. Oh, come on, you're breaking my balls here. You're breaking my balls.
Did you see the episode with Crack Baby Basketball?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I did.
Well, Anthony, to let you know what this was, they like crack babies. Obviously, you know what crack baby is. They made them fight over like a rock of crack.
And it was a sport.
Yeah, they made it into a sport. They sold the rights of it to EA to make a video game. And this was when NCAA, like the EA Sports video game, was having a hard time at licensing. Like they couldn't get their names in the game anymore. It was just like number, like Tim Tebow was on Florida. Instead of saying like quarterback Tebow, it said like number 5. I think he was number 5. I don't know. He's an asshole. But so it just so it would just say that. But so it was that time frame. So Cartman puts on like a southern type accent or so, and he goes to a university asking how he gets away with not paying his athletes, and they're like hinting that they're slaves. And he's like air quoting student athletes. Yes.
Oh man.
Well, what's great is they'll always make fun of both sides like so much. Like in the beginning, they would just like make fun of like during Bush administration, pretty much they would just make fun of like it would be one sided. But now they just make fun of fucking everybody. Like even in the same episode, they'll like make fun of both sides of an argument, which is hilarious.
Right, like the Obama election. Who the hell did he run against? Wow, I can't remember shit. The fucking old guy. What was his name?
Romney?
Go ahead, you'll get there.
Just get me there quicker. Get there faster.
All right. John, first of all, it's John McCain. Second of all, he was quoted in so many rap songs, I feel like you would be up on him.
Yeah, I know who he is. I just on the spot, I just couldn't get the name in my head. So when they had the election, the Obama versus McCain, how it was like an elaborate plot between Obama and McCain. It didn't matter who won. They were just trying to like use the underground passage. Like
Was that
I actually saw that.
was that the McCain or the Romney election, the first or second time?
the McCain one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Romney one was with the Star Wars rights being sold to Disney. Cartman padded the election to, so Obama can keep the rights or something and sell it to the Chinese or the Japanese. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that was with Star Wars, the second election.
That's so.
Everyone knows General Tso's chicken.
I've only seen a handful of episodes, and my roommate had it on once, and there's just I don't really remember the context, but they were all debating over something in the classroom, and every time Wendy would say something, Cartman would just go, "Boo, Wendy, boo," and I loved it because it's every time, everything she said.
The best was when Cartman was pretending to have Tourette's syndrome.
Oh, hey, Wendy, dumb bitch.
I like he went on like a tangent, like of cursing for 10 seconds, and then he goes, "Whoa, excuse me, that was a big one." But then he by the end he ended up really having Tourette's. He's like when me and my cousin were in summer camp, we touched wieners.
That is a great one. The best part of that for me anyway was Clyde. Whenever he would say something, if I could say that, I'd be so happy.
If I could get away with saying turd liquor, I would be so happy.
Clyde is such an underrated character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my
note-
Cartman might be my favorite, like one of my favorite characters of all time, animated or not, comedy or not. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. As is Randy Marsh.
Randy is the second best character on that show next to Cartman. Cartman he's like a villain. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's just a super. Like I like Butters a lot too, and he's funny. But like, actually, Randy Marsh, I might like Randy Marsh more than Cartman, especially like in the later seasons.
Did you see the episode where he buys Blockbuster? And this is like in like
Yes.
the streaming times. And it's a Halloween episode. He's like going crazy in the store, like seeing ghosts about it.
Oh my god, so funny.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like the dedicated Randy episodes are like really funny. Like I love when he's an alcoholic and there's that statue like of the Virgin Mary and she's like
Yes.
she's bleeding out of her anus, but they believe it's like a holy act. It's just hilarious. He's like, "Oh, I need to cure my alcoholism," and for some reason he shaved his head and he's in a wheelchair with a blanket.
Yes.
Like he's got like cancer and polio, and he's waiting on this line, and he's just like cutting everyone, and as they're cutting, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, my dad's an alcoholic," and they're like, "Oh my God, get him to the front of the line right now. I have a disease, Sharon."
What about when he gets testicular cancer because he wanted medicinal marijuana? Did you see that?
Yeah.
And did you see that?
No.
His balls get so big that he can barely fit them through the door to the marijuana place to buy.
What happens here is there's a KFC and that got closed down and made into a medicinal marijuana place, and that's actually relevant to the rest of the episode that it was a KFC. So Randy wants a prescription for it, so he's trying to get cancer. So like he's like sunbathing without like any type of sunscreen, and like doing all stupid things. He was smoking and everything, and then he heard like about like radiation gives cancer, so he takes his testicles and puts them in the microwave. So he's standing there leaning on the counter with his balls in the microwave, and Stan walks by. He's like, "Stan, could you get me a beer, Stan?" He wakes up the next day and his balls are like tremendous, and he's just pushing them around like a wheelbarrow, like smoking weed and everything. And they get so big and the wheelbarrow breaks and he can't move, and then he used them as a hippity hop to like travel around. It's one of the best episodes, and then all the men do it to get the prescription for medicinal marijuana.
Oh my God.
And they're just playing like ridiculous music as all the men are just smoking weed and bouncing on their balls through the street. Such a good episode. And the reason I say KFC is relevant to that is because they made a link that KFC is preventing cancer, because once they removed the KFC from South Park, testicular cancer went through the roof. So they say it's because there's no KFC.
Oh, Bri, I think you mentioned this when you were at my house the other day, but I finally saw that Red Bull episode of Family Guy.
Oh, it was on like last night.
Yeah, it was great. It's so great. But my favorite part about the whole thing was, when Peter's dying, right? He needs what does he need? He needs a liver transplant, I believe.
Kidneys.
Kidney transplant, right? And Brian's gonna do it. So he's gonna die. So he gives them all a little speech beforehand, and he goes to Meg and he's like, "I just want you to know," he's like, not everybody should reach for the stars. If everybody's reaching for the stars, we're not gonna have anybody down here on the ground. And then he turns to Chris and he goes, "Reach for the stars."
But my favorite part of that episode was when that was great. But at the end, when Dr. Hartman like goes and says, "I'm gonna give you the kidneys," he's like, "I can't afford to lose two of you." And like, "What do you mean two?" He goes, "There was a good chance Peter would even live this surgery." I mean, dog kidneys? The dogs even have kidneys? And then the guy behind them goes, "Yes, they do." And he goes,
See, this is a
"Now
doctor.
this guy."
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
So something we haven't done on this podcast really since the first few episodes is actually talk about games. I feel like we should come back to form a little bit and just talk about games a little bit. Because I know, Anthony, you've been gaming a lot. I've been gaming a lot. You just bought a Vita and you're happy. I
I
hope.
love my Vita. Oh, speaking of a little story there. So, Brian, I told you, Matt, I'll inform you about this. So, August 16th, I think it was. I was on Staten Island for whatever reason, and I was near the mall, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm just gonna go get a PS Vita. I went in there. They told me that I wanted the PS Vita Slim, which is like the newer one, and it came with the Borderlands. It was in a bundle. It's just nice. And they're like, oh, it's not out yet. It's on, it's pre-order.
Which was a lie.
Which is a lie, right? Which I know that because I know this is already out. So what they really meant is it's out of stock. But what they're telling to me is that it's not out yet. It's a pre-order. It'll come to me August 25th if I order it. I was like, all right, cool. So I ordered it. I was like, whatever. It's only a couple weeks away. Fine. So I order it, and then August 25th comes and goes, and I call them up. I call GameStop support, which I'm on the phone with them for like an hour. And finally,
were they too friendly?
No, they were fucking idiots. And I was
they
like,
were just right.
I was like, what's going on? It's like, it says that the order is still open. They told me at GameStop that I would have it by the 26th because I paid for like the 1-day rush shipping. And they're like, oh, it's still on pre-order. It's not even out yet. It comes out September 2nd. And I was like, well, that's not true. I was like, but I can wait another week. So whatever. So I hung up. I waited. September 2nd comes and goes. I call them up again. They're like, oh yeah, it's pre-order. It's not even out yet. It comes out the 25th. And I'm like, no. It's like, cancel the order. So I cancel the order. I go on Amazon. I order it and I get it the next day.
Gotta love Amazon, man.
GameStop can suck a bag of dicks.
Not just a dick. A bag.
A bag of them.
Bag o' dicks.
Like suck them individually out of the bag one by one, or just kind of slobber over a whole bag?
Either way.
Okay. It's nice you give them the option.
I'm done. I'm done. I mean, the only reason I would go there is because I had that. You would get those points on that Power Up Rewards thing, and you get some pretty like good deals with like pre-owned games and stuff like that. But it's just like, really? First off, you're lying straight to my face because this thing is out.
Yeah, it's definitely out.
It came out in August, didn't it?
I think so. Whatever the release date of Borderlands was, it was the week after that. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was the week before that because it came Borderlands 2.
Right. It was like a pre-release.
Right. I'm trying to remember this quote. I'm actually gonna try to look it up. When you were talking about the bag of dicks, did any of you guys see the movie The Goon with Seann William Scott?
No.
Oh, it's such a good movie. It's a hockey movie, and Seann William Scott plays a goon, obviously by the name. So, and his friend is the guy who was in this at the end, Jay whatever. What the hell's his name, man?
Jay Baruchel.
Yeah, he's fucking hysterical, and he has like this hockey like show, and on the show like someone calls and ask him a question, and the thing was he says that he won a sweepstakes and told him that I won the grand prize of 50 cocks in my mouth. He says I have the option of sucking all 50 at once or once a month for 50 fucking months. That just reminded me of that when you're talking about the bag of cocks.
Was the bag of dicks thing, that was Louis C.K., right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So good.
I don't know. Oh, I watched that special you told me about, Anthony.
The Jim Jeffries one?
Yeah, I fell asleep like 20 minutes left, but the airplane thing.
Oh, it's so good.
And I was on a plane earlier this week, and I had the window seat, and I had the window and one armrest.
Right. Window seat gets the window and an armrest. Middle gets 2 armrests. Aisle gets the armrest and a little extra leg. We're not animals. We live in a society.
It's so true though. Like that's That's
What do you
how
want?
it goes.
My two favorite parts about that skit are one, when he's like, "You're a racist," and I'm like, "I know."
But how do you know?
How do you know? And two, after he finally gets the guy kicked out of his seat, the one that's taking up with the armrest, he's like, and then I take both armrests because fuck her.
Yeah.
All right, Brian? Have you heard about these this new device that people use on airplanes that's starting fist fights?
No.
It's this device that people are using in coach that prevents the person in front of you from reclining their seat.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the news when
Dude,
a fight
people
broke out.
they've had to land planes early. The
I
level
know,
of fights
man.
that are happening because of these stupid things.
Honestly though, like whoa, that was a loud bang. I think I lost you guys. And are you still here? I see your video. Apparently I'm here by myself.
I'm here.
Oh, all right. I don't remember what I was saying. I remember now. The stop reclining thing. To be honest though, when these bitches recline sometimes, like they go back so forceful right into you, and sometimes it hurts. It's really uncomfortable. Anthony's internet is fucking terrible. And
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Are you connected to the Linksys?
I'm connected to the Optimum Wi-Fi.
Well, there's your problem.
Well, no, it's because mine went down, so I don't understand. Oh, we're back up. Give me a second. I'm switching back to the good stuff.
yeah, we're gonna keep going without you. We should. What can we do when he gets back to just fuck with him?
End the show.
Oh, damn it! His call disconnecting screwed up my thought process, and I don't know what I was gonna say.
There we go.
And
Yeah.
that's how Anthony lost his virginity. Oh, there you go. Got it.
I feel like every time that I've dropped, you guys have just been saying terrible shit about me, and I can't wait to listen to it later.
I don't think we have, but that would have been a funnier idea.
That would have been great.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight, 2020.
My regular site isn't even close to 2020.
No, mine neither. Oh, fuck off. So I'm playing a pool game, as I described last time, like why I'm doing this. And I'm not paying much attention because it's just like mind-numbing. It's pool. And it's 8 ball, so it's solids and stripes. And the guy scratched as Anthony was having all his internet problems and just kind of like fucked me, and I wasn't really thinking. So the guy scratched, and I set up a shot, put it in, and I realized I put in a stripe, and I'm solids.
So you just cursed at yourself, really.
Yeah, I did. So anyway, before we had issues and derailments and tangents, we were talking about games, and Anthony was talking about his GameStop debacle. So did you actually get the Borderlands bundle though?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I mean, all like that annoyance aside, I got my PS Vita, and I have 6 games for it now that I didn't pay for, which I love.
How do you have 6 that you didn't pay for?
Because there was I got the Borderlands game, right?
Right.
Because that was included. I got like the tail end of last month's
awesome
PSN free games, and I got the new ones the next day.
Awesome.
And then I downloaded a couple of the ones that are just free.
There's so many good Vita games.
It's this thing is great.
It's such an underrated system.
Yeah. Although I gotta say, like, this one really does. I like the way this fits in my hand better than the old one.
Oh, I have the old one, and I don't really have any.
The bigger grips on the back are huge for me.
Yeah,
I felt like I was gonna drop yours when I held it.
I don't really have any issues. I like it.
No.
But I get so mad, like you hear people like on the internet and other podcasts, like not Podcast Beyond, they love their Vita, but like they're like, oh, the Vita has no games, like it's not good, it has no games. I literally like delete games off my Vita that I haven't played yet because there's too many games to play.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what size memory card you had, and I'm just gonna buy the biggest one they've got because I'm already full.
That's the problem. The memory cards on that, like, it's not just a regular SD card. It's like
Yeah, I know. It's like a proprietary Sony memory stick.
Yeah, they did that with the PSP as well, and they're so expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I think the best deal is like I think it's the 16 gig one.
That's what I have.
Yeah, like so if you buy two 16 gig ones, it's cheaper than buying a 32.
Yeah, but you're not gonna want to be swapping memory cards.
I know, but it's just stupid that it's actually cheaper.
Yeah, I agree. It's just I don't want to swap memory cards.
Yeah.
It's such a good fucking system though. I love that thing, and it makes me mad when people are like, oh, there's no games for it. There's so many games.
There's like 900 games for it, aren't there?
There's a lot, and they're good. And I don't understand Sony's business model. Like Velocity 2X came out.
Hey. Let's not bring it up, all right? I'm getting free awesome stuff.
Anthony, it's $20. People would buy that. Why is it free?
I don't care.
I don't get it. Joe Danger is a known like pretty good game, and it goes to Vita. First day it's on Vita, it's free.
Got that too.
I don't understand their logic. A couple of PS4 games, like the release date that came out, it was free. Yeah. I don't care to understand really the business model there. I just don't get it. I mean, I reap the reward of it, so good. But I don't get it. It's such a great value. Like, I mean, Xbox Live had to do something to compete. So now they have like the Games of Gold stuff, but
yeah,
it's like I don't even care paying like a service to play online because they give you so much more.
Yeah, I was always an Xbox fanboy, but like I've completely switched over this generation.
Yeah, I was always a Sony fanboy. The only thing, Xbox 360 was so much better to play online with your friends than PS3 was. But PS4 is phenomenal. I love it.
It really is. My only gripe with PS4's online play is the party chat, just like the volume.
You're still using the mic it came with.
Yeah, I know, but still, like I should be able to hear you.
Sure, but yeah, my only problem with the party chat, it takes so fucking long to invite someone to a party. It's like 7 steps. It's like I just want to talk.
Yeah.
So what have you been playing?
Well, on my Vita, I'm playing Velocity 2X.
It is good. I didn't start it yet because
it's awesome. It's so cool.
I got the first one for free, whenever the hell that was on PS Plus. So I didn't beat that yet. I actually started playing it like on Tuesday when Velocity 2X came out. Cause I'm like, well, I have the first one. Might as well play this first. And it's so good.
Yeah, I downloaded Joe Danger. I haven't played that yet. I've got TXK. I don't know what that is.
It's like Tempest.
Yeah. Oh, and I downloaded Jetpack Joyride just because I used to love playing that on my iPhone, and I figured if I can get trophies, why not?
I don't think there's trophies in that though.
I already got like 6 or 7 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to download that to get trophies. I'm such
yeah. That's the thing. You said like eventually I'm gonna get into trophies, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever. Now I just want trophies.
Well, you know what's funny? I when you got your Vita, I looked like at what you were doing on like the Friends tab stuff.
You saw me doing the home screen thing?
Yeah, and I was like, there's trophies in there? And then did you see I went and got some of them?
Dude, you don't understand. I was beating like the couch, like I was punching it because I was getting so frustrated that I couldn't get.
Yeah, when I saw that there's trophies in that, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh man, and so I'm playing that. I'm playing Velocity 2X on my Vita. I'm playing Infamous 2, Infamous Second Son, I should say, on my PS4, which I love. I just started with today.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U.
Okay.
Which is like
it's pretty solid lineup of games you're playing.
Yeah, and I'm playing nothing on my Xbox.
Yeah, I have a lot of games on PS4 that I'm playing. But on the Vita, I'm kind of struggling through Borderlands. I'm not very far. I'm like level 10 or so. I never liked I didn't like Borderlands 1. I didn't like Borderlands 2. But yeah. I'm like, all right, on the Vita, I could play a little bit, just put it on standby, pick it up. Like maybe I like it. And in the beginning, I did. I was like, yeah, this is kind of good. I'm getting into it, but it's just
That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna give it a shot just because it came with it. Like, why not? But otherwise, it's just taking up room on my memory card.
And it's big. It's like 5 gigs.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
So I'm kind of struggling through that. Maybe we can co-op a little bit and play that together because
Yeah.
I get so
I'm
frustrated
down
in
for
that
that.
game. Like I just keep dying and I have to go back and I'll just die again. I have to run back and die. It's just so really,
Oh.
it's frustrating. What?
How could I forget Fez? I've been playing Fez also. That
I,
game is awesome.
I haven't started Fez yet.
That game is bonkers. Just like when you start rotating the world and you see the way things line up and like the way perspective changes everything, it's
Hey,
nuts.
hey, Ant. Actually, that game. There's a documentary on Netflix called Indie Game, and it follows three developers who basically are so broke and like they've given their life savings or they're having their day-to-day life sponsored by some company to develop a game, and they're all like one or two guys, and that's one of the games that they follow.
Yeah,
But
Phil Fish, I think his name is.
yeah, sick documentary.
Yeah, Indie Game, the movie, I think it's called.
I'll check that out.
So on my Vita, I guess I'm playing Velocity, the first Velocity. I'm playing Borderlands, which struggle. But I'm just Velocity keep going back to. And my PS4, I'm playing so much shit. So because of you, I was playing Second Son a little bit again, but I just beat First Light, which is the DLC, which is the character Fetch, and Fetch was my favorite character, so I was pretty excited about that. And then her powers are really cool. I know you're not up to her powers, just started playing, so I'm not really gonna get much into them, but they're stronger and better in First Light than they are in Second Son when you use them as Delsin, so they're really fucking cool.
Oh, cool.
And Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. I didn't play Assassin's Creed 4, but I kind of wanted to. I'm like, oh, this is a standalone DLC. I'll give this a shot. I no idea what it's about. It's about fucking slavery. I mean, I guess Freedom Cry could have got the idea, but it is like you liberate slaves. It's like ridiculous. Like the last thing I did was I raided a plantation and killed like slave owners and freed the slaves. Like, is this really a game?
Nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh shit. Do you guys watch Catfish by any chance?
Negative.
Yes.
The guy Neve.
Yeah.
Dana just sent me a text message and said, "Holy shit, Kristen, who's a friend of ours, met Neve and sent me a picture that Kristen posted of her and Neve."
Interesting.
That's fucking awesome. Anyway, so back to games. Ant, you got to stop playing Blacklight Retribution.
Yeah, I mean, I downloaded the 3-hour update last night, so I'll play with you eventually.
It's a free game, and we just keep playing it. It's so much fun. It's first-person shooter. Fucking awesome.
No. Check it out.
Yeah. So, it's about that time. I'm going to start wrapping it up.
No.
But.
What?
What? Hold on.
Do we have an email?
Hold on.
I hope it's an email.
This is the shittiest transition in the history of transitions.
Yeah, it's because I don't really keep the email that easily accessible.
Of course not.
All right.
You hear that, listeners? He doesn't care.
All right.
Oh my god, please just tell me it's Rob. Just tell me up front. Is it Rob?
We did get one from Rob. But...
Yes! Rob from Detroit!
Well, all right, so I'm not going to start with Rob. We'll get there. So, Mark from New York. Didn't say where in New York, but Mark from New York. Maybe one of us know him. Would you rather suck a dick or eat cum? Fuck yourself.
Oh man. So hey, Mark, to answer your question, I find that the two activities usually go hand in hand, so I don't want to have to choose.
Oh boy. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's anonymous from last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
Maybe. I don't know. All right. Dorothy from Long Beach, California. Would you rather save humanity, have an infinite amount of money, or be a superhero? I feel like superhero you could save humanity, so I kind of think there's a loophole here.
Yeah, and some superheroes, like ones Brian hates, aka Batman, are billionaires.
I'm gonna hold on. So, Dorothy proceeds to say at the bottom, there's a bunch of spaces, and it says, "P.S. Connect the dots." I think that's what she was going for.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, her.
Exactly. What she's telling you is basically it's great to be Batman.
Yeah. And the final email,
Here he is.
Mr. Robert from Detroit. Brian, I'm gonna start with you. Would you rather come out of the closet because you're fucking gay, or would you rather hang yourself in that closet because kill yourself, asshole?
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Well, Brian, what would you rather?
I'll just kill myself. All right. So who wants to go next?
I'll go for me.
All right. Well, he did actually move to you next. I just was curious what would happen there. Anthony,
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
would you rather cut off your dick and shove it up your ass, or cut off your dick and eat it?
Why is he so angry?
Because I know you like dick.
Oh my
Moving on. Matthew.
Oh yeah.
Matthew, since you were the only one that came up with the would you rathers, I'm gonna. Oh, wait, never mind. You said Liz came up with the only good one. Matthew, you're not deserving of a would you rather. Fuck yourself.
Wow.
And then he continues. He says, on more of a serious note, for the three of you, would you rather please shut the fuck up and fuck yourself?
I think this has inspired me to come up with a would you rather.
All right, lay it on us.
Would you rather be Rob from Detroit or fucking kill yourself?
Fucking kill myself. Here's what I want to get. Rob, I mean, that was it. He didn't end the email. It was just, fuck yourselves. No solid conclusion.
Cordially fuck yourselves, Rob from Detroit.
Were we even that mean to him on the last one? I mean, we might have been.
This is what I'm getting at. He didn't even bring up the would you rather, or actually the do, marry, or kill that you gave me, that I said I would fuck him.
Maybe he's not even listening to the episodes anymore.
Or maybe that's why he asked if I was going to come out of the closet, because I said I'd fuck him.
I like that last one for all of us. That one was good.
Yeah.
That one made me happy.
So we're going to continue. If you have any would you rather, send those to sspodcast1@gmail.com. And if you want to tell me to go fuck myself, you can do that on Twitter. I'm big_Bruins. This is not my job, Anthony. I'm turning it to you.
Actually, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped paying attention for the last 2 minutes. Did you give the email address again?
I gave the email address and my Twitter and said this is not my job.
Alright. I'm at AEJ Costanzo. Brian is well, you already heard that one. Matt is at Matt_in_limbo. Have a good week.
We're gonna start a boycott on.
All right, no, fuck off for a second. Listen, every time, like every episode, you tell me to end it, and then you add something. At the end. What is wrong with you?
We end it nice, and then Brian's like, "Yeah, and by the way, this." You know why? Because you're not paying attention. You're playing your pool game. You're in your own world.
I don't pay attention. You guys all know that. But Matt's Twitter. Can you just change it to something that's easier to say? I really want to boycott it.
I don't want people to tweet at me. I'm not gonna read it.
I actually kind of like the handle, the way it is.
Yeah, it looks nice. It doesn't read nice. Maybe we're gonna make a new Twitter. It's just called. I'm gonna be at Robin Detroit.
We should make our like a Twitter for the podcast, and it should be like Rob at like the freaking thing is Robin Detroit. That's what it should be.
We should just make a Twitter for the podcast and read that one and read the email to try to funnel everything.
I'm just so lazy. So lazy.
This was your idea.
Well, that's episode 9. See you next time, America.
America? See you again, Rob and Dorothy.
I like Dorothy.
Yeah. Pretty clever. Dorothy, write us again. We love you. Rob, fuck off.
No, but you could write us again because that really made me laugh.
We're gonna start getting death threats from Rob from Detroit.
I know, right?
He's gonna like pull an Axel Foley and just come to a different like city and just fucking kill people.
Yeah, he does know who we are, and we don't know who he is. So maybe we should think about this a little more.
Yeah.
All right.
So we've ended this episode like 3 times. Should we actually really end it now?
No, it's ended, Brian.
And that's it.
No, stop trying to get the why do you have to have the closing word? Let Anthony have the good, clean ending.
No.
I don't even want it. He insisted that I do it. And now it's my thing, but then he interrupts it every single time.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.